take a look at this, baby, because I'm talking about another DVD. Yep, I'm a big fan of the Retroware TV DVDs. I reviewed 2 of them, and there's another one out there. It's called Retroware TV, the best of, or the best of Retroware TV. Oh man, I screwed that up. Oh, let's keep on going anyways. Well, anyways, this DVD, like the other ones, it's a 3-disc set. You get a cool, little leaflet here that tells you what's on the DVD. And unlike the other ones, this is a showcase of the other talents that are on the website. So not only do you get John and Ito, the Retroware TV, main head honchos, but you also get guys like the Happy Video Game Nerd, of course the famous dude who is like the angry video game nerd, but more happy, of course. And you also get guys like Video Game Takeout, yeah, Pixels the Plastic, the Gaming Historian, Boomstick Reviews, all those cool guys. They're all on here. And yeah, so it's more spread out of what you get to see on here this time. So you get multiple perspectives, so to speak, on the various reviews and subjects that normally John and Ito wouldn't be able to cover, or something like that. Okay, so what you get on here, you get the usual stuff like, oh man, this one really broke my heart when I saw that John's collection got destroyed, like in a flood or something. It really reminded me what happened to Guru Larry, and man, how his collection got all wiped out. And really made you appreciate, man, your collection, because Mother Nature is a bitch sometimes. Let's just say that. And the first thing he thought of, what was lost, are my Nintendo Powers lost, or my game magazines. I don't know, I guess Nintendo magazines and a lot of magazines like that, they hold a lot of history for a lot of people because they have a lot of game tips. They usually give a lot of strategy guides, maps, and useful hints, and history lessons, and even games that are coming out or games that were never released. It's a cool way to look back at one's childhood because it's all in one magazine. You can look through multiple games all at once and see what the perspective was back then compared to what it is now. Yeah, it was cool looking back at that retrospective. And they also do like a cool look back at games, classic games like Gunstar Heroes. And a weird thing on here is that the SNK retrospective, which was on the Season 2 DVD, is also on here, which is kind of weird. But hey, whatever. So yeah, they also include guys like Happy Video Game Nerd. He has 2 reviews on here. The Rocket Knight Adventures for Sega Genesis, whom I got right here. Pretty cool game, yeah. And he even got the Splatterhouse trilogy on here as well. Oh, it's kind of puzzling though, because he didn't include the Earthbound DVD or review on here, because that would have been perfect for the DVD, because that one's not currently on YouTube. And it's a big review, so I figured it would go on the DVD, but nope, not on here, just the 2 reviews. Still good though, it's cool watching them on a DVD, but oh man, not too many etchers. Yeah, Video Game Takeout is also on here. I don't think he does reviews anymore because, I don't know, he's got like a full-time job and all that. But he did, Kirby's Dream Land 1 and 2 for the Game Boy, and Cool Hammer and Hero for the PSP. It's cool to look back at what those games were all about and how Kirby evolved to the white puff marshmallow dude to a pink marshmallow dude. Yeah, and you also got other guys like the Gaming Historian. Yeah, this guy is awesome because he really looks at the gaming history in a very serious light. This is a billion-dollar industry, and there's a lot of lawsuits and a lot of things that happen throughout the industry that if you do something wrong, like if you release a bad game, like Atari's version of Pac-Man, it's going to have wide range effects, and Atari 2600 was one of the best-selling consoles of its era, yet the game system practically destroyed the whole gaming industry with a couple of bad games that were released during that time, during the early 80s. It wasn't until Nintendo saved that whole industry back then that everybody was starting to forgive him. Yeah, but the gaming historian will go deeper into that. And Nintendo, they also had their problems too with getting sued by Universal and their whole King Kong license. And he tells you more about that big lawsuit, which could have affected Nintendo, you know, closing their doors or not, because they could have got sued by a big Hollywood company. Yeah, that's a pretty cool story. And you also get guys like Pixel the Plastic, which talks about, yeah, not just video games, but video game like toys, like Sonic here, plush dolls, and all that cool stuff. He has a very cool show. He also has a guy named Kratos that, yeah, just happens to knock on his door. He does a lot of skit comedy and that. Very cool stuff. And Broomstick Reviews adds a lot of European flair out there with cool reviews of Earthworm Jim. He does the whole trilogy, even the N64 game that nobody seems to like. Yeah, and you also get reviews of the Final Fight series 1, 2, and 3, and they even talk about that Saturn one that didn't come out here. Bucky O'Hare, which is an underrated NES game. Yeah, and Pilot Wings and ESPN Extreme Games for PlayStation 1. Very funny review. Unfortunately, if you already seen some of these reviews on YouTube and on their website, unfortunately there's nothing too much new here. I would have loved to hear some insight, like happy video game nerd do like commentary on his reviews and why he picked them for his DVD, or maybe one of the other guys like the Gaming Historian make a special video here for this collection. Like, it's not every day a DVD comes out for your videos, but unfortunately there are not too many extras here. There's some outtakes here for the Nintendo World Championship video that they never completed. But other than that, you don't get too much. Yeah, which is a shame. Yeah, unfortunately, this is probably the least recommended purchase of the Retroware collections, I would say. It's still good though. I like seeing it. It's cool to get all that history condensed into 3 discs here, but still, I would like to see more extras. Because I'm a fan of their website work, and yeah, there's just not enough new stuff on here to justify it on the DVD, but hey, I still liked it anyways. Okay, so I have to give it a 72 out of 100. Still recommend it if you love your video game history and you just want to go back in time and look at some different opinions on the gaming legends that you used to play as a kid.